Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Friday, April 24th edition of our video devotionals. We appreciate you being with us today and hope your Friday's going well. It is the end of the work week, end of the school week, and the beginning of the weekend. Hopefully it's going to be a great weekend for you, great Sunday, and we want to kind of help make it that way if we can with a few scriptures here. We're going to be in 1 Samuel chapter 15 today, and we're going to look at two verses here, verses 17 and verse 22 and 23. Put a couple of thoughts together here, and so find that if you otherwise, we want to say thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for the comments, the acknowledgments. And then we did want to give you an update on the little boy we've been asking you to pray for. Yesterday, the decision was made for the little boy to go off of life support, and he did pass. So he's with the Lord now, the little 1-year-old. And I don't know that I had mentioned this before, but this was common knowledge, and that he was, the family had made him an organ donor. So they did that yesterday, and there is that process in which they honor that person and honor the family, of course, for his contribution to others. So remember the family, and I know they would greatly appreciate all prayers and everybody that's involved, okay? All right, so 1 Samuel chapter 15, notice verse 17, it says, "And Samuel said, when thou wast little in thine own sight." He was speaking to Saul, King Saul here. And Saul, of course, had a job to do. He was supposed to take care of a king and all the people and all the animals. And Saul was incomplete in that. He spared the king. He spared the best of the animals. And of course, Samuel approached him and said, "Look, you've done wrong here." And he says, "Look, when you were little in your own eyes, when you felt like you were insignificant, then you were a much better person." So number one, may that always be our case. Sometimes God gives us things, positions, and whatever it might be. If we're not careful, we let that get to our head, as we use that expression, really get to our heart, and sometimes we become very prideful. So always remember to be humble. And then Samuel also said this through the Holy Spirit, "Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry." So God is saying, look, you say you've spared all these animals so that you can sacrifice them to God. God said destroy them. So as it says here, to obey is better than sacrifice. Be careful with the attitude of what we give, and somehow that causes us to think or to practice not complete obedience to God. That's a prideful thing. We think we've done something for God, and the truth is God says, "I want you to obey." And did not Jesus say, "If you love me, keep my commandments"? So we need to keep these things in mind. And it's very simple, and yet if we'll do them, then God will be pleased and God can use us, and that's important. So that's what we have for you today. Kind of short and sweet, but it's good for us. We'll be okay with it. Hope you have a great day, safe day, healthy day, great weekend, great Sunday. Lord willing, we'll be back on Monday, and have a great day.